Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
When my husband and I visited Oregon recently, I got to view several lighthouses on the coast. Back in the heyday of lighthouses, they had one every 40 miles, all the way down the coast, plus some others at the entrance of harbors and such. Ships could see their light 21 miles out to sea, but no more because of the curvature of the earth. Their circles of light overlapped a bit, so at any time a ship could be able to see two lights and be able to triangulate where they were located. A little more complicated than GPS, but effective. As I visited each lighthouse, I realized each one was different. The tallest one, Yaquina Head, right down the street from where we stayed, proudly stood at the end of a peninsula, all alone on a rocky point. Another, Cape Meares, a short, squatty lighthouse, clung to a cliff. Another one nearer town looked like the top of a lighthouse stuck on a roof of a big house overlooking the bay. Each had a specific signal or color, so ships far out at sea could tell which lighthouse they were seeing just by the pulse of the light. Until they were automated, each lighthouse required 3 keepers. They lugged kerosene to the top to keep the light burning bright. They trimmed the wick and cleaned the lenses so nothing could impede the shine. They kept the area around it clean and tidy so it would be accessible, and no trees or brush could disrupt the rays of light going out to sea. The important thing was to keep them lit. One map I saw showed the overlapping circles of where each light could be seen. Most of the lighthouses are still in operation. So why the story about the Oregon lighthouses? Well, for one thing, I love lighthouses. They remind me of salvation and how God's beacon of light rescues us from certain destruction. But this trip reminded me of how we are like lighthouses. God's light shines through us to those in our sphere of influence. Those spheres of influence overlap, and our lights can be seen far away by everyone we encounter, and that light may very well lead someone away from the rocks of sin into the light of the Lord. Our responsibility, like the lighthouse keepers, is to keep our light fueled by regular prayer and Bible study. We need to keep our lenses clean and shiny through confession and repentance, and above all, keep them lit by talking about God in every conversation, showing His love in every action, sharing His truth with every decision and response. Like Oregon lighthouses, we're all different and do things in different ways, but we were made to shine His light. More than 2.5 million people visit Oregon's lighthouses each year. They ooh and ah and take pictures. They learn about the history of the lighthouse, the keepers, the coast. But that's not what the lighthouses were built for. They were built to save lives. Matthew 5:14-16 says, "You are the light of the world. A city, or in this case, a lighthouse, set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." God made us to shine His light, to give His hope to the world. He didn't make us so that people could see us and talk about how good we are. He made us to shine His light and glorify Him. How are you shining your light within your sphere of influence? Are you keeping it lit with plenty of fuel? Do you need to clean your lens or cut down some trees? How can you be a better lighthouse for the Lord?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes at our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.